All right, all right, all right, all right. It is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Big Strike here, aka Bill Wynorski, on my new channel, Big Strike Unfiltered. I'd like for you to subscribe if you can, if you will. Like my video. Just an old man trying to make a living, dude. Tired of working for somebody else. Like to work for myself. And be entertaining as I can. Even if you don't think I'm entertaining. Just subscribe for me, would you? Just gonna let you know a few things about what's happened before. Back in history on this date, July 1st. First off, let's start off with some birthdays. Dan Aykroyd, 73. Jamie Farr, you remember him? Klinger on MASH. If you guys even remember MASH. Funny thing is that mention that because yesterday was the start of the Korean War. Pamela Anderson, 58. 58 years old. Way back when, what the hell was that? Was that in the 70s or 80s? I don't even remember. Baywatch. That's what made her famous. And then there's, I forgot to say, Jamie Farr, 87. And look who shows up behind me there. There's my old buddy, Bentley Beauregard. Say hi, Bentley. How you doing there? Is it almost time to eat, Bentley? Huh? How you doing? Yeah, Bentley enjoys my videos. Got a couple with him in it. I'm going to make a few more with him in it. The other person I got wrote down here is birthday today, David Duke. You know, from the Dukes of Hazzards. Nah, not really. He's that crazy guy that likes to wear a white hood, racist bastard. Oh well. That's all we're going to give him. All right, here's some sometimes useless, sometimes important. If you remember a couple of these, it might make you know something at a party one day, win a trivia contest or some kind of bullshit. Way back in 1863, this was the start of the Battle of Gettysburg. Important part of the Civil War. What else we got? 1862. This is why the Civil War started, truthfully, because in 1862, the IRS was established by the federal government. And everybody wanted to get paid, right? Then we got 1903. The first Tour de France began. You know, that crazy bike ride all around France. Remember Lance Armstrong, right? I don't know how many he won. Then they finally figured out he was taking steroids the whole time. I don't know how they figured that out, but 1916. This was the Battle of Somme. Began. That's when it began. Back on this date in 1916. And what it was it's when Britain and France went to war against the German Empire. That was their entry into World War II. No, I'm sorry. My bad. World War I. It lasted until November 18th, which is what? July, August, September, October, November. 5.5 months. This one battle. estimated that up to 1.3 million people died during that time. Sad times. You know, I made a song back in the 60s called War. Remember the lines of it? It says, war, good Lord. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Yep, that's what it is. Can't say it's not good for absolutely nothing because it's good for some people, I guess. Those people that have money to gain by a war. I mean, somebody got to make guns and bullets and missiles and rockets and bombs and planes, tanks. Somebody make money off it. I know it ain't me. Probably ain't you. Unfortunately, I've always said, as sad as it is, that's one of the things that war is a booster of the economy, somebody's economy, because somebody's going to be making money off of it one way or another. The other thing is might sound cold, but I think it's part of the way population control. You know, we get too many animals out in the forest. We put a bounty out and getting rid of some of them. We an animal. We all part of the animal kingdom. Sometimes it seems like we're not much better than the wild animals, but now that I'm off track, in 1963, the United States introduced zip codes. And I learned something on this. Didn't realize, I did not know what ZIP stood for. Here's an acronym for Zone Improvement Plan. Because they used to have like a 2-digit number they'd give. It was like Chicago 05 Illinois, or something crazy stuff like that. Well, this improved those zones that they already had, just kind of made them a little bit tighter, I guess, instead of covering such a big area. 1968, Medicare went into effect. And I'm thankful for that, because I'll be damned, right now I'm using the hell out of Medicare. I got 4 doctor's appointments today. I got 2 MRIs, which through Medicare, MRIs are costing me $100. The doctor appointments are costing me $10 each, which without them, I'd be paying a hell of a lot more. Yes, sir. Thank you, Medicare. What else we got here? We got back in 1979. It didn't last very long, but it was a craze when it came out. The Sony Walkman, first one was sold in Japan in 1979. For those of you who don't know what a Walkman is, it was a cassette player that ran on battery that you hooked on your belt, had earphones that people used while they were exercising, which another craze at the time was jogging. Got to have your Walkman and jog. Well, I guess those of you who don't know what a Walkman is, sure as hell don't know what a cassette is either. It wasn't that long ago. Jesus. Yeah, let's see, 1997. Now, the British gave back control of Hong Kong to China. I never understood that. How they ruled a city in the middle of a country, and that's all they had rule of it was just the Hong Kong city. I don't understand why the Chinese just want to go, hey, get the hell out. This is ours. You're in our country. Anyway, they had it for 156 years. That's a long damn time. Oh, this is an important one too. 1941. The first TV commercial aired in the United States. Where would we be without TV commercial? Oh my God. Now, I saved some of the crazy stuff. Oh yeah. Here's the one that went. One that I missed here. Back in 2003, a female employee at a Colorado resort goes to police to file sexual misconduct charges against Kobe Bryant. You know, it didn't affect his career at all, and I don't think he's found guilty of anything. I think that was all. Yeah, he probably slept with her, took her to a hotel, but when somebody's willing, it's not a violation. What do they say that they're both? Consenting adults. Now, you know, every day's got to be a national day or a world day of one thing or another. I'm telling you, today there was probably 8 of them. I wrote down what I felt was the 3 most important. National Ginger Snap Day. I don't even like ginger snaps. And this one makes sense. National U.S. Postage Stamp Day. I don't know why it makes sense. Because the zip code started, I guess. And my favorite, National Creative Ice Cream Flavor Day. So go out there and that's probably made for Ben and Jerry because they seem to be the most creative on ice creams. You know what I mean? Now, being a long-time Floridian, now white beard, I fit right in with the population. This little story that was in the paper. Nah, not really. It's a story that I heard from an old man, older than me. He said he went into a jewelry store with a young lady this past Friday. You know, today is Tuesday. He went into the jewelry store on Friday. Had a pretty young girl with him. And he says to the jeweler, he says, I'd like to see a nice diamond ring for my friend here. She was all smiley and giggly. And the guy brings out a ring. He says, this one here is about $5,000. He goes, oh no. He goes, I need something more special than that. Give me something better. Let me see some better jewelry. So he goes in the back into the safe, comes out with this beautiful diamond ring. He says, now this one will set you back about $40,000. He goes, I'll tell you what, I'll take it. He goes, well, how are you going to, jeweler says, how are you going to pay for this? He goes, well, I'm going to write you a check. He goes, yeah, I know it's Friday, bank's closed. He goes, I'll write you the check and I'll come back Monday and When you find out, check it, make sure it's good. He goes, I'll pick up the ring. Jeweler says fine, so he writes out the check. So Monday comes, the jeweler calls up the old man. He says, what the hell? There's no money in this damn account. He goes, I know. But man, let me tell you, I had a great weekend. Can't do that anymore these days, because it doesn't matter what day it is. They know whether you got money in your account right then and there. The good old days of writing a check. You used to be able to go to the grocery store until you could cash a check for $20, $30 at the grocery store for cash. If you didn't have no money in the bank and you were getting paid in a couple of days, it'd take at least 2 days for that check to get to the bank before they knew you was there. The days of writing checks. It wasn't good for some people. I had an ex-wife like that. She figured as long as she had checks, there was money in the bank. She never knew how much money was ever in the bank. Alright, I think I talked enough. Hope you learned something. Hope you got a little chuckle here and there. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Give me a little bit of happiness. Hit that button that says liked. I liked it. Got it? Peace out, people. Love you. Till next time.